Okay, I think I've consumed so much in my life. Um, I'm like fucking addicted to Netflix. Um, it fucking sucks. I spent the first 18 years of my life legit glued to a screen, like not living life. Feeling just like the feeling of shame, but also understanding the situation I was in is very interesting. And it really pisses me off that I still fall back into my old habits, just binging Netflix series, whereas I should be working on a business. Um, yeah, I started a business 3 months ago. Can you believe that? That's actually quite fucking crazy, actually. I knew I was going to start a business. I'm just so fucking good at procrastination. It legit took me 4 years, 5 years to start a business from the moment we had an idea that we wanted to be an entrepreneur. I mean, obviously, like we don't have any determination, grit, or anything like that, bro. And it pisses me off. It really genuinely fucking pisses me off. 14, 15, 16, I think somewhere around that time I just believed, I want to be an entrepreneur. I said that to myself. And 5 years later, 4 or 5 years later, when I'm at 21, bro, I I actually start taking things seriously. And yet I still fall back into the pattern of just binging Netflix, going into like doing things that are comfortable for like they're not comfortable, but they're comfortable for your like temporarily comfortable physically, if that makes sense, but mentally when I'm watching Netflix, I feel this fucking I don't know. I feel this like shame and just disgust in myself because it reminds me of the person I was back then when I had no purpose, no nothing, just trying to escape like actually facing the fears in my life that would like make me level up and just being glued to a screen and just fucking watch Netflix and play video games. It pisses me off so badly. Um and I really believe that, you know, if you guys, I mean, probably nobody is watching this, but if someone is watching this, I know like it's hard to create yourself. It's hard to do anything in life because these platforms are basically tailor made to steal attention from us, and it definitely takes discipline and just everything just to, and of course motivation, discipline, a mix of both, just to stick to something for a long time and do it consistently. um right, but yeah, I'm making this video to also just keep myself accountable because I know I'm really good at procrastination. It's incredible. I mean, I figure I always come up with another excuse not to do shit, which is, and I tell myself, okay, it's just gonna be another episode. Okay, I'm just gonna eat lunch for 10 more minutes. Like the most benign shit, and I still yet somehow always convince myself. And by convincing myself, I'm legit denying myself of a life I could have lived in the future because I'm basically procrastinating on a better version of myself, right? Yeah, I'm not about to like tell you some fucking self-improvement shit. Bro, I watched Hamza from COVID on 4 years ago, and to the day when I actually started taking action, that was like a 3 years gap, right? It's like watching Hamza and everything is good, but I was one of those people that watched Hamza to feel better about themselves in the moment, just for like mental masturbation type style. You know what I mean. You watch a video, you feel motivation coming in the second, but the moment it gets uncomfortable and where you actually have to do shit, um you succumb to your comfort zone, right? That's fucked up. And like, I know if you're watching this video, you're probably ambitious, and I'm also ambitious, but I feel like it just causes so much stress to be ambitious and not do shit and being like procrastinating, being lazy. fucking pisses me off. It just for me it's like mentally like I feel like mentally unwell, not working, productively, being productive and just working on myself and watching Netflix, that's uncomfortable even though it's comfortable. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. I'm just blabbering on. But the point of this is just to stick to a few things, and do them really well. I'm like, this is not like a motivational talk, because yeah, I don't have enough fucking credit, bro, for any of that shit. This is just me as a fucking Chinaman on the internet trying to um get some sense of like self-reflection and journaling on the internet, and this is actually good because by doing shit like that, no matter the quality, no matter what, you build up momentum for yourself, right? um mm, and I tried everything to motivate myself. Like I legit tried everything. I have a fucking calendar on my fucking desktop that really just states how many weeks I have to live, right? And yet I still fucking binge like movie clips. And it's not as bad as it sounds, which is complete cope, because what I should be doing, like what I want to be doing, is wake up, work on the business, do uncomfortable things, try to level up, chase my dreams, go to bed, rest, and obviously work out, do calisthenics, um, and just improve every day, and drive that focus down to a needle. But here we are. Um, I know I'm just I like I'm 21. Everybody tells me that I'm young, but I feel like you can change your life really, really rapidly if you wanted to, and if you had just a tiny speck of discipline to pull through, And discipline is just obviously just doing uncomfortable things when things are comfortable. It's just as easy as that, but being consistent at that is hard. Mm. Obviously, damn, I'm just thinking back of how many times I watched fucking Hamza and never acted on anything he said, Like in COVID, I would binge his videos, and just not do anything, and this pisses me off. I would tell myself, once I become 21, I will start posting content online because Hamza started at 21. And when I started telling myself that, I was about 18, 17, and I procrastinated. If you like when I had that thought, I was 17 until I started posting online. That was 4 years. Damn, if we look at the facts, which I've never confronted myself, I'm so fucking good at procrastination. It's actually mind blowing. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you feel the same, and if you're still hanging in there. So I guess all I wanted to say is like, let's take a moment and realize that the fact is, I'm fucking broke, about to graduate in 2 3 years, still 2 3 months, still depend on my parents for a living, which is fucking embarrassing at 21. I got no fucking girls in my life, which is a good and a bad thing. Being 21 and just like depriving yourself of any fucking love or intimate connection is fucking tough, but it is as it is. It's takes too much time. I don't want to touch upon that in this video, but like getting just one thing right, and sticking for it for a long time, is just, it sounds so simple, but I'm just trying to understand why I'm procrastinating so fucking much, and why I cannot just keep up to my promise, what I tell to myself, which is just to like be a beast on working and improving myself. Because I figured like the best, and I'm sure like if you're still tuning in, you feel the same way. The best feeling in the world is just like seeing how much you improved as a person, and like as a fucking biological human being, over time. It just being proud is such a nice feeling, and seeing the progress. Like none of that shit compares. Obviously, fucking temporary pleasures like fucking sex, masturbation, fucking I don't know, drugs, Netflix, and if you can think of another few things, it it's nice, but like the things that are real fucking things, like real that give you like real achievement and that you can hold on to and that give you like consistent happiness, like it's like elevating your baseline of happiness if you just fucking improve. I think, I don't know, at least I feel like that way, as human beings, we're just fucking trying to avoid pain, I'm trying to avoid discomfort, right? I like to talk, and I think I've gotten to a level. I posted a few videos, on Instagram, over the last few months, and I think I've gotten to a point where I'm comfortable speaking in front of cameras and stuff, but there's still this discomfort lurking in the shadows, and even though it's like slight discomfort, it's just still there, and it prevents me from just going at it and doing more content and being more authentic, because I still am fucking scared, and it fucking sucks, man. um for the record, I started out posting like confidence confidence stuff on Instagram, approaching girls and talking to people on the street, because that was like my biggest point of insecurity until I went to college. So I thought like I could help people by posting this stuff and eventually make money off of it, right? And lo and behold, yeah, I did not make a fucking single penny from it, because I don't know how business works or getting clients or any of that, right? Sales. Um, and that's something we need to fix, because I fucking love business. I started my company 4 months back. Oh fuck, it's already been 5 months, and we're still not like we my fucking first customer was my fucking mom, man. Oh my god, damn, that is just, I don't know if I should, be it feels so fucking bad saying this out loud. Actually, no, I don't fucking care. My first customer was my mom. But you know how funny that is? Cause I used to see another person on the internet, like somebody from my course, and he he basically had a testimonial on of a project he worked on with a client, and that client turned out to be his mom, and I judged him for that. And the irony is like it's the same thing for me. Oh, that is just absurdly funny. Yeah, point is, I t- I have ADHD, so forgive me for jumping from one thought to another thought. Actually, I don't know if I have ADHD because I've never been diagnosed, but I'm at 80% sure, perhaps. The point being is that I want to, create as much more, way more than I'm doing right now. I need to create more. I need to post more stuff, post more content, post my thoughts, and not only for like other people to look at it, because essentially it's a free form of like capturing your life. I mean, it sounds philosophical and shit, definitely, but think about it. In 10, 20 years, when you have nothing to do, you scroll down to your YouTube videos and you find yourself in this very moment pouring your heart out to the internet and to yourself. um that's kind of dope, yeah, it's kind of fucking lit. I don't know about that, but I think the this is amazing. When you're 80, like I just, it's amazing to see that in time, like in no time frame of the history, there was a point where people could document their whole life on camera. um and just, for instance, if you like started documenting your life on camera when you were 10, and just see your whole life from the age of 10 to 80 when you're in your deathbed, it's like a fucking movie, right? You're just making a movie by documenting everything, a movie of your life. There's not been a single moment in history where that was possible, because cameras were invented like like 100 years ago, right? And now it's been made way more accessible over the last 10, 12 years, 10, 20, 30 years. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about history, so I feel like that's completely wrong. But like you kind of understand the point I'm trying to make, which is what matters. Um, yeah, I need to fucking go ham creating content, working on myself, just to maximize like happiness and like decrease pain in the form of regret, shame, and mostly regret and shame. That usually comes from procrastination, fucking like doing unproductive shit and wasting my potential when you're young. Because like when you're young, 20, 21, 21, 22 years old, you have like you think to yourself you have so much potential to do good in life because you have time, right? But that needs to like that actually just comes from drastic action, and I need to hold myself accountable for doing that. So that's why I'm posting this video. Um, yeah, if you're seeing this in the future, myself, I hope you're at a good point in life. I know I'm gonna be in a good point for life because yeah, I wouldn't know what to do if I weren't, because I'd be pretty disappointed, and we cannot have that, right? So, good stuff. Be delusional. Be very, very fucking delusional until it doesn't seem like delusion anymore. Damn. That sounds like a good motivational quote, right? Somebody should put that, like, or layer that on top of a fucking David Goggins video. But yeah, that was it for today. Take care.